right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their men in blue emerging from the MetLife tunnels. We're set to go as the Giants get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Aldrich Rosas, the Giants kicker, ready to go. And here we go from MetLife Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go now.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Red zone opportunity. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Over the middle here to Wilson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. All right, now, look at 50. Over.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And not great starting field position here for the offense. So after the picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Another all-pro play by the all-pro Eric Berry. What makes this guy so good at reading defenses is making pick-6 plays like that.
But we know he's fantastic athletically, can cover sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone. But he does make educated guesses. Great film study, observation during a game, and when he decides to go after it, it usually turns out right.
He had a pair of pick sixes in 2016 and a very memorable pick 2 against the Falcons. Well, near the 25, call it the 26-yard line for the New York Giants as their offense comes back out there. Yeah, last year 3-13, and that was off from just a year of being a playoff team at 11-5. They were 31st in total points, 31st in overall defense, so a lot of changes need to take place.
They certainly do, and frankly, the 11-5 season masked the changes that are coming now because their numbers weren't that great in the 11-5 season. Somehow they found a way to win those key important games and accumulate a nice record. But you look at the underpinnings, and you'll see the cracks are already there, and they really got exposed in 2017. They'll hit the restart button and have a do-over.
They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 38-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Manning. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Albert Wilson from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Manning now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown.
I don't think there's any doubt that that was not a very good throw by Eli. And, you know, part of what happens is he's a little bit of a slinger, all right? He's going to throw it downfield and take his shots. And in this case, it backfired.
Worth noting, you remember 2007 against the Vikings, 3 pick sixes Manning had in that game, tied for the most in a game in NFL history.
Go study his career. They've thrown the ball downfield a lot. That's where you'll accumulate a few more interceptions.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Manning now on first down. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, well, with a whole lot of confidence.
Into the red zone now, Manning. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Here we go now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now let's go. Watch it now, 40. Over.
On second down, here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Tyreek Hill had the 2 fastest plays in the NFL last year. One on a kick return, one on a punt return, topping out at 23.24 miles per hour.
That's advanced analytics right there. Our guy Marvin, you know what he said? He's really fast.
Here we go now. Back line it up, Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout.
Here we go now. Back
Mahomes to throw on second down. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now on first down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
All right, now, look at 56. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On first down, Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On first and 10, here's Manning. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is playing in this end.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Jonathan Casillas coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Devon Kennard in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
Here we go. Pressure now, Marty. Marty. Over. Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. 30. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Butker now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards. Throwing on first down is Manning. Escaping the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Manning to Shepard, complete over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
You know as well as I do, it's really important to get Odell Beckham Jr. involved early, and that's the first time that he'll...
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Giants are in for 6. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down in bounds for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
Rosas now to kick this one away. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Mahomes now on first down. He's got the hookup with Conley. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The tight end changing his position.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
second and goal from the one. They'll try to run with Hunt. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. On first down, Manning. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's Kelsey on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
3-19.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. New York set to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Second down following the incompletion. To throw again. Manning. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing is Manning on third down. Flush to his right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. He'll let it go deep for Beck. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They'll get 32 yards there. And it's good for a New York first down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. First down. Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play there for KC. 52 yards. Mahomes going to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll roll him out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the right hash here, should be an